So this morning I've got the gone and rounded up the cows, brought them into the yard space here. Just brought them up through the tape gate. They were down there. And I brought them up from down here through that gate, and I put the hay up there to get them to come on in happily. Well, we're up here though. Let's give you a bit of history, I guess, a bit of backstory. So the first time we got some calves to rear, I think there was like 3. We got 3 calves and started rearing them. And that's the cattle yard over, that's the shed, the lean-to, just over there. So we used to rear the calves in and give them shelter and feed them their milk and things. Sorry about the shaking, I haven't got my gimbal today, it keeps flattening my battery too fast. But yeah, now we've got these ones here and there, and they're going to be getting sent off to the works sometimes very soon. Particularly now that these yards here behind me are going to work. As I said, I've been through there 3 times. The two larger ones that are black and white, Frisian looking, those boys have been through the yard there, but I had the horse float on the end. It wasn't quite this muddy when I came up here and doing that, but as you can see there, back the horse float up to there, then the boys I walked them through there and into the float, and they came out the side door onto the hill and back out. Once again I put hay in the horse float so that they'd be tempted to go into the float to even start with. But that worked out. They're just all fitted in there. Had to initially make the runway a little bit wider. I just lent the one side out further for the size of them, because they're pretty big. But it's all going to work now. I got the gate for the end up at the house because they did break it. I think the second time they went through, the red cow decided to get a bit clever and put its head underneath the gate and lifted it up and just smashed it to pieces, as stock does sometimes. Here's the first gate that I put up, and the red cow smashed it to pieces. It's a bit better at the moment, one looks at it, just because I've bent it sort of back into shape, but you can see there it's just busted it. The boards didn't even seem that bad, but still smashed it. But once I get the head under there, I think that's pretty much game over, with a gate like that. And I'll show you what I mean by the back door, in case you don't know what I mean. The old front end loader there's a story to that, why that's sitting there at the moment. So yeah, this is the float here. You can see that opens up quite a way for the stock to go in. Instead of the whole door dropping downward, it just slides across, and that works really well. Now I can back it right up to that yard space, where the before in the old cattle yard had to get it into the first space and then close the gates to the side of it, and then have the door drop down so there's the ramp, and then they'll walk up that, and then you'd have to quickly lift that up to close it. It works, but it's just a lot harder than changing it to be like this, so you can slide the door straight across. But yeah, the horse float there, we put that onto a transport trailer and brought that all the way up from a few hours away, a couple of hours away. Yes, at least a couple of hours drive to go down and get it, and then come back a couple more hours. But it was just a frame. I might have a picture on the computer or something to be able to put up for you, but I had to do all the reline it and weld it and change things, and got it to this point so it's usable. Now we don't have to make a trip to town and try and rent one to move the stock when the truck's coming and those sorts of things. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Up, up. Bye, Rubik's. Alright, now we've got Poe. I think Poe's our oldest cow. Aren't you, Poe? Come on, girl. Up, up. Good girl. Sorry about the wind. Wind's picked up. Bit of drizzle and rain coming. Time of the year. And there's just gonna need to put some gravel in here too, aren't I? And red's already gone through. It was the first one to go out, and then it was the darker one of the two boys, and then as you saw, Rubik's and then Poe. So that's what I've sort of been doing to get them used to going through. So the hay goes over there, as you saw. And then once they're finished, they just sort of make their way out, but this time I thought I'd just speed it up a bit, come down and usher them through. But yeah, I'm going to need to put some gravel and whatnot down here or something. It's pretty boggy and muddy through here. Eventually this will just be a track really, with gravel on it for them to walk back and forward when it's too wet. Feed them on like a feed pad area, get rid of all the mud, have it nice and gravelled or something of that sort, and they can just feed out in here and they can walk around. Alright, they're through. It's starting to rain, drizzled a bit much, so I'm going to head back. This one here is the one that was breaking things. I went you bumpy.